Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new here and you've stumbled upon my page, check me out, hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, go ahead and hit that notification bell. I'm Eve, and this is The Eve Effect. Okay guys, before we get started, I really hope that I don't look super washed out. This has been one of my biggest struggles through this whole filming journey. It's my lighting. My lighting and we don't have the best of relationships, and so I'm still working to get it perfect on camera. So I'm hoping that I don't look super washed out, but it is really late at night, so I do need studio lighting. I can't really use daylight, obviously, so I'm using studio lighting, but I feel like I look super washed out, so sorry in advance for that. So today's video comes from a subscriber request for me to share my Dior collection. Now, a little over a year ago, around November-ish, so yeah, a little over a year ago, I did feature a Dior Discovery Set on my channel, and from that set I was able to get my nose on some new fragrances, and then I of course made some purchases. Now keep in mind, the Discovery Set only features about 8 or 9 scents from the Privée collection, which is not the entire collection. So if you want to get your nose on the entire collection, you're either gonna have to go into a boutique or make a purchase online and hope that your free gift is something else that's not part of the original Discovery Set. So I do also know that within the Discovery Set, they change out maybe like 1 or 2 scents. So you'll just have to keep watch with what's available in that Discovery Set when you do make that purchase. And then from there, when you do purchase full-size bottles, you usually get a free gift of a miniature, and hopefully there are offerings so you can get something else that's not included with the Discovery Set. So for me, I was able to do that, and so I have a total of 7 bottles in my collection, and I want to go ahead and share those with you, as well as rank them from least favorite to most favorite at the moment. And I'm gonna say at the moment because my feelings and thoughts can change, because they can. So without further ado, let's get into the ranking. So coming in at number 7, we have Oud Isfahan. Now, I've talked about this quite a bit on my channel already, so I feel like you should be familiar, but this is your typical oud rose combination. There is no sweetness in this. This is a oud rose with a punch, and it has a lot of spice and kick in the opening. This oud is not one for the faint at heart. This is an experienced oud lover. Now, this is also a oud that is skanky, kind of barnyardy, and honestly, I feel like that's what I loved about this. It had like this skanky nuance that was like almost like an aphrodisiac for me. I don't even know if that makes sense. But the reason why this is in 7th place for me is because I have not been gravitating towards this at all during the fall season, and now that we've just entered into the winter season, I'm not really sure I'm gonna reach for this either. Even though I feel like this would be perfect for the winter, this will cut through any ice storm. Okay, that's how potent and strong this is. So I do have 2 miniatures of this, and I've only made it like not even halfway through one of those miniatures, and so now I'm really glad that I did get the smaller 40 ml of this scent, because a little bit of this goes a long way. However, I just haven't been reaching for this year. If you would have asked me this last year, if I had to rank this last year, this would be much further up the list, but for whatever reason, I have not been gravitating towards this scent. But it doesn't take away from the beauty of this oud and rose combination. It's a beautiful, sophisticated, very well blended fragrance. And yeah, for me, it comes in 7th place. Coming in at number 6, we have Fève Délicieuse. Now, I am aware that this is a cult favorite in the Fragcom community, so you may be shocked to see this so far down my list, but I can explain. So this is your heavy tonka bean, vanilla, benzoin, sour cherry type fragrance, and it leans very much so gourmandish in my opinion. And if you're familiar with my channel, I am not huge on gourmand fragrances. I like gourmandish scents that like teeter that line but smell more like perfume versus smelling like food. Now, when I first got my nose on this, I did truly enjoy it, which is why I did purchase it. But as I've owned it, I found myself not using it like I should be. But I also found that I really have to be in the mood to wear this scent. And I honestly think it's the cherry note in here that just does something to me, or does something to the blend in this scent. And so when I wear it on my skin, sometimes it can be overwhelming, it can be cloying, and I just can't take it. Other times it just vibes and gels with me so well. And when it does, during those times when it does, it's a gorgeous scent and I truly enjoy it. But there are other times where it doesn't work out. So if I had to say any of these were questionable, it would be this one. But I don't want to let this go because, like I said, I do have moments where it works great for me, and then I have other moments where it doesn't. I want to give it some more wear during the winter time. I have worn this a couple times during the fall, and those couple times it did work out for me. So I'm hoping that through the winter as well that it will serve me just as well, because I do want to get more wear out of this. But if I go through another year of not digging into this fragrance, I might consider selling it, but not anytime soon. So please don't ask me. But Fab Delicious for me, because of that, is at number 6. Coming in at 5th place, I have Vanilla Diorama. Now this is your spicy vanilla, opens up a little citrusy as well, but then it dries down into like a boozy type of vanilla. I do want to say that it has bourbon vanilla in this, as well as either sandalwood or a mix of sandal and cedarwood at the bottom. But when I first got my nose on this scent when it was first released, I wasn't the biggest fan, and I wasn't moved at all actually. But then a little while later, I was able to go back to the boutique and get my nose on it on the card. And so from the card, it intrigued me again to want to test it out on my skin. So it smelled great on the card, and then I said, let me spray it again on my skin. When I got it on my skin, for whatever reason, I enjoyed it that second time much more than I did the first time. So I decided to go ahead and pick up the 40 ml. So I didn't order it from the boutique when I smelled it. I ended up placing the order online because the boutiques typically don't carry the 40 mils, at least not in the States. So after smelling it that day at the boutique, I placed my order online. Now this is perfect for this time of year. The spiciness in here marries well with the cooler temperatures. I definitely think that you could wear this for a date night. Maybe not like a sexy, hot and heavy type date night, but for sure a date night where you and your significant other are going to be in intimate quarters, cozy up, hugged up on one another. This would be pleasant to smell on your partner. The spice and the booziness in here gives this fragrance some depth, and it also, in my opinion, gives it a little character to help ground it and add a little pizzazz to this vanilla. If you have not gotten your nose on this, or if you have and it was warmer, try this again. Now that we are in cooler temps, try this again, try it on your skin and see what it gives you, because for me, I gave it a second chance and I really do enjoy it. Do feel like this is a pretty fall winter vanilla. And yeah, this comes in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have Santal Noir. Now this is another one that I've spoken quite a bit about on my channel, and this is your rose and sandalwood fragrance. Now the sandalwood that I get from this is just a dry, almost sharp sandalwood. I've heard others speak about this and they get creaminess from this, or creamy nuance. I unfortunately do not get that. But the rose in here, for me, I get the most subtle, the most ever so subtle sweetness from that rose. So what I picture is the rose kissing up against that sandalwood, and the spark between those two notes just gives off this sweetness. Imagine kissing your significant other and maybe they had something sweet to drink a few minutes before. Just imagine kissing your significant other and the sweetness that you get off their lips. That's how I imagine the rose kissing up against the sandalwood in this. I hope that makes sense, but that's what I get from this. But this is a classy, sophisticated, well blended, beautiful fragrance. And this one is not available readily in the States either. And the last time I looked, this wasn't even available on the site anymore. So I'm not sure if this one is discontinued, but I do know this was exclusive to, was this exclusive to Europe? Comment down below if you knew where this was exclusive to, because when this was released, this was never released for the US anyway, but it was available on the website. But the last time I checked the website, I didn't see this available to purchase. So let me know down below if you have any further information on the availability for this. But yeah, this is a gorgeous scent. And if you're able to get your nose on it, I would highly suggest, if you're into very woody fragrances, because that's what this is, then I think this would be one to strongly consider. So in fourth place, we have Santal Noir. So we've made it to the top 3. And in third place, we have Boi Darjean. Now, this is another one that I've spoken about on my channel a couple of times before. And y'all, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. And I know this one gets a lot of flack because it doesn't project. It's not a screamer, but this is a beautiful scent. This is your powdery iris with vanilla and musk. So if you love musk, I think you will love this scent. I really feel like this is a fragrance that you can dress down and dress up. Sweats and sneakers, you can wear this fragrance. White t-shirt and jeans, you can wear this fragrance. A button down and slacks, you can wear this fragrance. Now, if you wanted to get super dressy with this, I do feel like that you would have to layer it with something, because again, this is not a screamer. This is a lingerer, which I do appreciate. So for me, this does linger, but it doesn't scream at all. To amp this up for like a gala type event, I would spray 1 or 2 sprays of Santal Noir and then go a little heavy with this scent, and that would give it the amped upness that it would need to kind of work for you during an event like a gala or something like that. So Boi Darjean is a beautiful, quiet, confident, meek type of fragrance in my opinion, and for me this comes in third place. So in second place we have Belle de Jour. Now, I don't hear a whole lot about this on the platform, and I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure why, because this is a gem, y'all. This is so beautiful. This is a sweet, fruity rose and pear combination. So this opens up juicy and supple, and as it dries down, it gets creamier, making it a little bit more dense from the opening. Not thick or heavy, but just a little more dense from the opening notes in here. Absolutely love this scent, and I truly feel like that this is an underrated gem. Now, when you smell this, it's not a groundbreaking scent, but it's very pleasant, it's very uplifting, it's very happy, it's very bubbly type. Okay, so it's not a groundbreaking scent, but I feel like when you smell this, you'll ask yourself, where have you been all my life? And that's what I got when I smelled this. Where have you been all my life, and why aren't you in my collection? So I did add this to my collection. I was not intending to buy this ridiculously large bottle, but I'm actually glad that I do have this. So there is bad news about this scent. This is being discontinued by Dior. I'm not sure why, and maybe that's why I haven't heard a lot of buzz about this, but this is being discontinued and replaced by Vanilla Diorama. So I did get confirmation from a Dior rep that that is what's happening. So you will still see this for sale on the website. You will still see this for sale in the boutiques, and they are simply getting rid of stock on hand. So they are selling off whatever's readily available, but they're not producing this anymore. So once they are out of stock that is available, then that will be the end of Belle de Jour. If you can, please go get your nose on this. This is a gorgeous fruity fragrance that I truly feel like is underrated in the house of Dior. I now think this is the only size left available, so this is what's left in stock for them to get rid of. So if you do smell this and you want to purchase this, I do believe this is the only size you're going to be able to get. I love this scent and I'm happy I have it, and it is at number 2. So can you guess who made number 1? And yes, this is a popular one from the collection, and that is Ombre Nuit. Now this is your spicy amber woody scent, and what I love about the amber in here is that it's quite aromatic. This isn't your dense, heavy, thick amber like the amber that you would find in Grand Soir from MFK. And while I do love that scent and enjoy that scent, I feel like there's a time and place for that scent. However, with this is an amber scent that I get to enjoy year round. I don't just get to enjoy it during the fall and winter. I get to experience it in the spring, summer, and still get the same fuzzies that I get now when I do get my nose on this. But this is an absolute gorgeous scent, and this is again beautifully blended, very well blended from Christian Dior. I feel like Christian Dior does blending fantastic, and MFK of course is coming to the house, so I'm just super ecstatic about what he's going to do for the house. But this to me, while it is aromatic in my opinion, this does come off with some sultriness. This does come off with some sexiness, as well as class and sophistication. This is a very versatile type of fragrance in my opinion, and I just feel like this is a well-rounded scent that would fit a man or a woman. I feel like this does sit completely in the middle as unisex, so a man could enjoy this, a woman can enjoy this, and still get the sophistication, class, and sexiness that this brings. For me, the only downside to this fragrance is that I don't have the 125 ml bottle. At the time when I decided to purchase this, I did still have 3 of the miniatures of this. So those, again, those are about 7 or 10 mils each. And I was trying to be a little bit more disciplined with my fragrances because I do have quite a bit in my collection. And so I decided to opt for the smaller bottle versus getting the 125. I honestly wish that they had a size in between 40 and 125, but yeah, this is all they got. I've already finished the 3 minis that I had, and I've already got a dent in here. So I'm sure I'll be done with this before the first half of the year next year. So that is my only downfall, that I didn't pick up the bigger bottle of this. But other than that, I absolutely love it, and this is the number 1 spot for me. All right, y'all, so that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and rate me down below. So if you own any fragrance from the Dior Privée line, what are they and which ones are your favorites? Let me know in the comments down below. Until the next time, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.